Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This has literally been so long. Today I'm going to be telling the story time on how a customer said that he was going to shoot me and my coworkers over 10-piece chicken nuggets. So let's get right into it. Bitch, have a good day, bitch. What you talking about, bitch? Okay guys, this is like my third time refilming. I had to move my light so it wasn't in the frame for you guys. But let's get right into it. Okay, so basically I've been working since I was 14, freshman year of high school, and I never wanted to be a fast food worker. I always wanted to steer away from fast food because of the bad rep it has. I'm doing some skin prep now. I just I don't know, I just didn't want to stress myself out like that, deal with rude customers, which there's rude customers everywhere. You can't run from them. But still, since McDonald's is just a really place for everybody, all different types of people come up in there. So basically, after I turned 15, I could not find any jobs. All jobs were saying 16 and older and things like that. So I knew someone that worked at this McDonald's, and they're like, well, if you really want a job, you can just come work here. And I put my pride to the side and I applied. And I got in. My first day, it was actually really fun. Everyone was nice, everyone was kind. No complaints. It's just the beeping for the fry machine or the fryer, that, I will never get used to that. It was always really loud. It was always on my nerves. So that was the one thing. Okay, so basically fast forward, there has been a couple encounters of customers tweaking, but this one specifically is when the customers threatened to shoot me and my coworkers over a 10-piece nugget. So basically this happened in May, right before I quit in June. We had this manager. She's very I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, she was ghetto, ghetto as hell. She would always argue with customers. She would always be ready to fight. But at this time she was pregnant, and she still is pregnant. So I was in the back. I was getting more cups and lids to restock, and I heard her yelling, and so I just ran up there to see what was going on. And there was this man with a bucket hat, which the video will be inserted. There was this man with a bucket hat, and he was calling her a dumbass bitch. He was telling her that she was unprofessional. He wasn't wrong, but yeah, he was just calling her out of her name, telling her that she was unprofessional, and then he started calling all of us broke. And he was basically saying that he makes more money than all of us. And then we're all just kind of confused because sir, what's going on? And so basically she doesn't have time to explain anything because she wasn't a manager, but I don't know. But the other adult that was there, she was trying to hold her back, who was also pregnant at the time. I don't know why they had all the pregnant workers working at the same time, but yeah, she was also pregnant. She was trying to hold her back, and then he was arguing with her, calling her ghetto, calling her dumb, calling her broke, and he was coming back there. So I started recording him, and he said that he was gonna shoot us. Which, that part, I'm so mad. If I should have, I was just confused. I was looking around, what is this man doing? So I wish I could have started recording 50 seconds earlier, but I could not, to get that on video. But we didn't end up having to call the police on him. So basically, when my manager finally calmed down, she was able to explain to us he was upset because he was using his rewards app. And if you don't know, the McDonald's rewards app, you can only use one reward at a time. So if you have a deal for a free, something for free, you can't double it and use a free fry or something like that. So you can't double the rewards. And he basically was upset about that, and he went back and forth with her, and she was yeah, that's not how it works. And then he goes, yes it is, dumbass bitch. And so she, like I said, she don't play with these customers. So she went off on him. And that's when he was saying, and that's when we all ran up there, and that's when he was saying that he was gonna shoot us, this is that and the third. And he was very upset. And so my manager, she kept arguing with him, and then he eventually, mind you, he was calling us broke and stuff, and then he walked out of the McDonald's, and right across the street is the highway. And he literally started like walking up the highway. Like he was saying that he makes more money than all of us, this is that and the third, but he was like walking away, like he didn't get in any vehicle. And so the manager took my phone and she had me like call the police, and as she was like on the phone with the police, she like went on mute and she was like yelling at him like, yeah, you broke ass bitch. Like she was just going off on him, and she was just like, I don't know, she was not playing, because I wouldn't be playing either, because these customers are something else. So basically the police came. Oh my god, I'm literally forgetting a crucial part. So basically he had like a cup, like I guess he had like a water cup, and he threw it up in the air before he left, and it literally like it hit one of my coworkers who was like standing like by him trying to de-escalate the situation. It literally hit her, and we had to like tell the police all of that.
Today, fuck you talking to, bitch? Hungry ass. Boy, you fuck off. Ain't nobody, bitch, no, you need to have better customer service with your ghetto black ass, bitch. I don't understand how the fuck you the manager and you don't got no motherfucking good customer service. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you talking about? I care, because I don't fuck you talking about. Nah, with your McDonald's working ass, bitch. I make more than you in a motherfucker hour than you doing your whole motherfucking check. Weak ass, bitch. And that's fine. Have a good day, bitch. You're hungry ass. Ain't nobody hungry about shit, bitch. No, you got terrible customer service. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You got terrible customer service, like I said, bitch. Like I said. Good day, bitch. Yeah, okay. Watch this. What are you talking about? Watch this. You're
literally coming back here on our floor.
I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm shut the fuck up talking to me, bitch. Fuck that. The fuck up. Good day.
Right, like what? We do not give a fuck.
Let me make sure I
we
get
do not give a fuck.
Hey,
we do not. You're coming back here on our floor.
Bitch. With your McDonald's working ass, bitch. Bum ass. And watch when my cousin beat the fuck out you, bitch. Nah.
Y'all will get sued. Y'all will get sued and bad. Thank you.
And when you walk this bitch, what you want? At 11 o'clock, we'll be back up here, bitch. Nah. Bitch, nah. Hungry about what? Good day, hungry bitch. Hungry about what? Good day, hungry ass bitch. Hungry about what? Good day, hungry ass bitch. What? Good day. What?
And mind you, so the GM at the time, like, she's really, like, no one likes her, so no one told her anything. But I worked the next day, and she was like, oh, like, hi, Janiyah. I was like, hi, because, like, she's not a nice person. So I was like, why is she, like, talking to me? Basically, she was like, how was your day yesterday? I was like, oh, my day was good. Because I already, not gonna lie, like, that's just such a normal thing. Well, not being told that we're gonna get shot, but, like, you know, these little customer fights are so normal. I wasn't even, sorry guys, I'm looking for like a bronzer or something. I don't know what she used. I have the Say one right here. Charlotte Tilbury again. Fenty, oh, that's lip gloss. Fenty, I don't know. I haven't used the Fenty in a while. I'm just gonna use the Fenty. Okay, yeah, but sorry, back to the GM. So she was just like, oh, like, hi, Janiyah, how was your day yesterday? And I was just like, it was fine. And then, like, she was just asking me questions. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why is she talking to me? And she's like, oh, did anything happen yesterday? And then I was just like, oh, that's when everything hit me. And I was just like, oh, yeah, like, this man came in here, he was being crazy, and we had to call the police. Like, basically just giving her the long story short. And she was just like, yeah, no one told me about that. And she had to basically hear it from the owner, I guess. I don't know. She was basically just saying that, like, no one told her what happened, and then, like, I guess the police, like, talked to the owner, and then the owner, like, talked to her because she's the general manager of the place, and none of the workers told her what happened, so she was, like, really confused, and I guess she was saying that that made her look bad, and she was, like, upset about that. And so basically she was just like, yeah, like, if something like that happens again, you guys need to tell the general manager. And then we're just like, oh, okay, girl, because like I said, like, nobody bangs with her because she don't bang with us. Like, she's literally, like, she's so fake, but, like, it's okay. But yes, so basically after, like, the whole police came and stuff, like, it was fine. They closed the lobby, and then it was cool after that. And so I finally was able to quit that job after I turned 16 in June. I went to a smoothie place, and so, oh my god, like, I just, like, everywhere I go there's something. So basically at this smoothie place, everyone who works it, I was the youngest worker. I was freshly 16. Everyone else was, like, in their late teens, early 20s. So I was the youngest person there, and I was the newest person there. So basically, the manager, I'm sorry, but like, I'm putting them on blast. She's literally like, I don't know. That was like her first big opportunity to do something. She was so lazy. The place was so dirty. It was not it. And so basically, yeah, no one was really training me. So everyone would be in the back on their phones, and you know, I'm new. So like, I'm not about to be busting my ass working if everybody else is in the back doing nothing. So I also went in the back and did nothing. And then when it was time to do stuff, I didn't know what to do because nobody trained me. And so basically, I was like asking people for help, like, oh, like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I was taking customers' order, and I asked this person, I was like, oh, can you help me with this? And then they were like, one moment, and then they went to go do something else. And I was just like, oh, okay. And so like, I like asked them about it earlier. I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, sorry guys, it's so hard to talk while doing lip liner. Anyways, and they were literally telling me like, yeah, like, you know, you got to learn this, that. I was like, and I was like, well, when I asked you for help, you act like you were too busy to help me. And then they were basically like, oh, like, they just like changed the conversation. And so basically, there was this customer who was like really nice to me. So I wanted to hand out their order, and then like they were trying to tell me like, no, you need to go make the smoothie, da 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 da. And so I didn't listen to them because like, what the fuck, like, why are you telling me no? And it was like not that deep. Like, they were trying to say that we were really busy whole time. It was like two cars in the driveway, which is not really busy. But anyways, I handed out the order, and then they like stormed off. And so I asked my other coworker, I was like, do you see this? And then they were like, yeah. So because like, I don't know, like, I feel like before, oh my god, that's too much, before I like, you know, bring up an issue to someone, like, I always ask someone else, like, do you think I'm crazy, or do you see this too? And then she was basically like, yeah, like, I see where you're coming from. So I was like, okay, bet. So I'm not insane. Like, I'm not insane. Like, this person is being weird to me. So basically, they're like in the back, and so I was like, oh, hey, like, can we talk for a second? And I just like confront them. I'm like, okay, so like, why are you being like rude to me? Like, you know, I'm still learning, like, I don't know anything, so like, why are you being rude? And he was just like, no, I'm not being rude, da 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 da. Like, you just like, you need to learn, like, basically telling me that like I need to learn more stuff and da da da. I'm like, okay, well, how am I supposed to learn if no one's teaching me? And then he goes to say like, that's not his problem. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then we just like keep going back and forth, and then like they start like, bro, like, this person, like, okay, I don't know how to say this in like a nice way, like, you know, like the 2021 alt, wanna be autistic, wanna like have mental disorders, faking the tics, like, that's the type of person they are. And so like they start like shaking their hands like, no, I'm gonna have a panic attack. So like they like walk away. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so the manager comes in, that nasty lazy bitch. JK. So guys, I don't know what powder I'm gonna use. Maybe Fenty. So basically, she was basically like, oh, like, what's the issue? Da 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 da. And I guess they got to tell her their side of the story. And guys, my dog is trying to get out. One moment, please. Sorry, guys. So everyone listened to their side of the story, and like no one asked me like my side of the story. So I was just like, no, like, these people are weird as hell. And basically they were telling me like, oh yeah, like, that person doesn't do well with confrontation. Mind you, they're 19 years old. Like, baby, that's not my fault. Yeah, they don't do well with confrontation, da 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 da. So I'm just like looking around. I'm like, okay, well, that don't have nothing to do with me. Like, tell them to stop being weird. And so basically they eventually apologized, and then like, I guess all was well. But like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Yesterday was actually my last day. That's why I'm telling these stories. So like, I would ask them, because like closing in the front is so much easier. All you have to do is bring all the like everything to the back, and then wipe everything down. That's literally it. And then every time I first of all, I told my manager, don't schedule me with them. Like, I don't care. Like, don't schedule me with them. And I was still scheduled with them. So if I was gonna be scheduled with them, I was gonna have my way. So basically, my manager, she would close with me on Wednesdays, and then this other person also, yeah, they did not want to hire people, like, because like the smoothie place that I worked at was like a higher end smoothie place. Like, they had to pay their workers high, and they just didn't want to hire more people. They had one worker making 17, everybody else making 16, 15, and 14, and beyond. So the worker that was making 17 quit, so the manager had to take his opening shifts. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on my powder. The manager was taking his opening shifts, and basically she wasn't closing with me no more on Wednesdays. So I get on there on Wednesday after school, and she's like, yes, I'm so ready to leave. I'm like, what are you talking about? We still have 5 more hours. She's like, oh no, like, I don't close anymore. Blank is closing. And I'm just like, is this a joke? Like, I was like, should I put in my, like, I was just like saying to my coworker, like, is this a joke? Like, do I need to put in my 2 weeks? And yeah, so basically they get in, they're like really like passive aggressive. Like, here's one thing, like, this person, like, yeah, they never like, they don't do things like directly, because like, no, I'm gonna get on you like immediately. They don't do things like directly, but they're like very passive aggressive with everything. So I get there, like, he gives my man, also, yes, he's literally like, I don't know, like a teacher's pet, but for the manager. Like, I don't know. But yeah, he used to like bring her crumble cookies and like all this other stuff. And literally what's crazy is everyone there hates him. Everyone hates him. And then they're still so nice to him. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, if you hate someone, like, yeah, you don't have to be mean to them, but like, why are you pretending to be best friends with them if you hate them? I will never understand that. But anyways, so yeah, I had to close with them. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna close the front, because like, bitch, I'm not about to go wash the dishes. You go wash the dishes. And then they were like, actually, I was planning on closing the front. I was like, oh, okay, well, you can close the back today. Which, so that sounds evil, but no, like, you guys don't even know the attitude that I get from them. Like, I promise I'm not the evil one here. So basically, they like literally have an attitude the whole night because they didn't do what they wanted to do. But that's too bad. Like, baby, how do you think I feel when I have to close the back every night? Because like, I was new, so like, that's all like the higher people would make me do is close the back. Like, y'all think I want to do this? Like, no, I do not. So basically, yeah, he has an attitude the whole night. That's fine. But the real reason why I quit that job is because in the summertime, like I was telling you guys, I was brand new. No one wanted to train me. Everybody wanted to be on their phones until when it was time to actually do work, no one, like, I didn't know what to do. So they had like a manager group chat, and they were just talking about me. I don't know if I should be messy and put those screenshots in. I'll think about it. But like, they were literally just like talking about me, saying that I was like a bad worker, And then my manager was talking about like cutting my hours, and when the whole time she was like asking me to take her shifts and do this and the third. But like, she was like behind my back talking about something, yeah, let's cut her hours down to 5 hours. Like, how was you cool? But yeah, I had to scatter out of there because like, no one was appreciative. Everyone like was weird, and I just didn't enjoy that job. And also, I got scammed at the interview. My manager told me that she could pay me $15 an hour on my birthday, 3 days before I was supposed to come in for my first day. The district leader, I think that is, the district leader called me and was like, yeah, like, a lot of people like started like very low, so we can't just bring someone in at 15. Like, a lot of our workers would be hurt. And I'm just like, okay. And then, so he was like, yeah, we can start you at 14, And mind you, I already wrapped it up at McDonald's. So I'm just like, bro, like, I don't really have a choice. Yeah. So I basically like felt like I needed to take that job because like, I already quit my other job, but like, I should not have had that limited mindset. I'm gonna turn up the light a little bit. I feel like I'm like dull. Oh my God, that's so much better. No, I should have recorded the entire video with this like, oh wait, now you can see the light. Sorry guys, I should have recorded the whole video like with this lighting. But anyways, basically told me that they couldn't hire me at what they said they could, so I had to take the position anyways, which I really could have just found a better job. Like, there's so many other places that were looking for workers, and I settled for less. But also because at this place, obviously free smoothies, and second of all, they would like trade with the other restaurants nearby. Like, there was like a sub place, and like we would just call them like, oh yeah, do you guys want to trade? And they'll either say yes or no, and then we would get free subs, and then we would just have to give them smoothies, which was like crazy. I've never done that before. And yes, so I stayed for 6 months, and I just decided it was not for me. And yes, I'm very happy with that decision, because like, I want to go into work somewhere and be like, oh yeah, like, you know, I know these are literally my ops, like they have a whole group chat and they were talking about me in it. No, nobody wants to be around that type of environment. But yes, I decided I'm gonna put all the receipts in here. Y'all don't even worry about it, because these people did me wrong. And I have plenty of more story times about these jobs, plenty more story times about these weird co-workers. So if you guys are interested, just let me know.